Funerals usually blur together in grief. Slow voices, still air, the soft thud of dirt on wood. But at one quiet cemetery just outside town, one detail stood out and later helped solve a murder. Margaret Harlow stood beside her husband at her father-in-law's burial. Black coat, tearful face, one hand clutched tight around a tissue. The other kept turning her wrist to check the time. Again and again. 11:42 a.m. 11:47. 11:52. Her husband thought she was overwhelmed. Detectives would later realize she was on a schedule. At exactly noon, a storage unit rented under Margaret's maiden name was accessed across town. Security cameras showed a man entering with a key and leaving with a locked metal case. Weeks later, that case was recovered during a traffic stop. Inside was a handgun registered to her father-in-law, the same man whose death had first been ruled an accidental fall down the stairs. Forensics said otherwise. He had been struck before the fall. Phone records showed Margaret had arranged for the storage unit to be cleared out. She gave one specific instruction: not before noon. Back at the graveside, witnesses remembered one chilling detail. As the service ended, Margaret looked at her watch one last time. 11:59. By the time the clock hit 12 o'clock, the murder weapon was already disappearing down the highway. Digital timestamps, storage logs, and cell phone data rebuilt the timeline she thought was buried. 8 months later, Margaret Harlow was arrested in a case that became a viral true crime story, proving one thing investigators say all the time: time does not forget. If you love these stories, hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more interesting stories like this.